be interested. This one.
I heard about the apple pie pizza, and I'm wondering, is it worth it?
I think that might. Wouldn't a pie pizza just not like a pizza pie, but wouldn't like a pie themed pizza just be a pie without the top crust?
Well, I imagine it would have like actual apples, apple pie style apples on the pizza.
Are you picturing more of a, what is it, like a pizza that
with the innards of an apple pie?
Oh, on top, so like pie crust with the stuff.
Maybe I didn't even think about the crust, but maybe I thought more as the apples themselves dug out and then put it on pizza.
Do you think pizza pie? Do you think the pizza dough would be good with the pie filling?
I mean, I didn't think I'd like pineapple as much as I do now, and yet when I had it on pizza, it was delicious. So I will have faith.
Anything's possible, I guess, but you can't eat nuts. So
are we being filmed?
Why, yes, we are.
Oh.
In fact.
Well,
Hello. And good evening, Evo.
Good evening, Evo.
Or should I say, good night, Evo. But I always found good night more of as a term of farewell. Have you ever used good night as a greeting? Oh,
I'm sorry. What?
Sorry. I've always used the term good night as like a goodbye kind of thing. Have you ever used it as like a hello?
You mean good night? Good night is a hello. I think this might be the first time that I've used good night as a hello.
I mean, it's not. There's nothing against it.
No. It's nice. It works for this setting.
Anyways, so we are on. This is day 2 of Evo. We're on night 2, and I have my special guest here, Austin Hicks, and This is your first time at Evo, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Actually, is it your first time at any sort of fighting game tournament or esports tournament? I guess.
Esports tournament, exactly. Yes, it is my first.
And how are you liking it so far?
It is a lot of fun. I saw the previous episode of Goodnight Evo. I did. I really love your work, by the way.
I'm touched.
What surprised me was not the fact that I was surprised that there were so many little things going on, as opposed to the big.
Like what?
Like dozens of TVs set up to play different stuff. Like people can like go across, like one corner of the room has this, and there's like 7 outlets for Smash, and Street Fighter 1992 is over on that side.
I didn't see that one. So what did you get a chance to play?
I played Melee. I played J-Stars, Jump Ultimate Stars, and what else? I played Naruto, the new Naruto game, a demo of that.
Hold on, man. Might I ask you a question? Yes. Who'd you play in Jump Ultimate Stars? I'm very curious.
Oh, I played as my first time was Toriko. I played as Toriko.
You're gonna have to inform me. I'm not. I don't know who Toriko is.
Sure, I've actually told you about Toriko. He's the one. He is the. He's from the show Toriko. It's about food, and it has that really retro style. Remember?
Okay, like Fist of the North Star.
Yes, Fist of the North Star, but like more One Piece-ish.
Okay.
And he's like, I really like the feel of him. Because he's this huge guy, and he's like he felt like a slingshot. Like once he started moving, he just kept going. It was really good. Like he would start slow.
You had a feeling of momentum.
He had a feeling of momentum. Exactly. Yes. And that was a lot of fun. Then I tried Yusuke Urameshi from Yu Yu Hakusho, and it was not as good.
Is he the guy with the hair?
No, that was Kuwabara. That was his bud. Okay. He was the main character.
Wait, Yusuke is the main guy?
Yeah. Yep. Blast from the past. Yes. So I played a little bit of Mortal Kombat too. I know you
have a thing for Mortal Kombat as of late.
Yes, I have. Even though I don't own it and I can't own it yet because I don't have a PS4 and it's not going to be for the PS3 for quite a while. I do like it a lot.
Hey, that's good to hear. I think it looks really cool. I mean, who do you play in that? Like, and also, I mean, have you played any Mortal Kombat games in the past?
When I first played Mortal Kombat X is when I decided to get other Mortal Kombat games. I played Mortal Kombat 9. That's my only really introduction to it at all. And 10, I play as Takeda. He's really cool. I like the Shirai Ryu variation. It gives me what I need.
And what do you think that Like, and now having played 9 and also 10, like, do you think that there have been a lot of improvements, or is the game significantly different, or is it just like a graphical update? Like, or I mean, I know that there's different. What do you call it? I know there's different variations as it was, but is like the gameplay itself changed at all?
From what I can tell, the gameplay itself hasn't changed too much. What really does it for me is those variations. I love the idea that you can play a character 3 different ways, and I like having, like, if I like Takeda, I want to master all 3 Takedas and be that guy. And maybe I'll face someone else's Scorpion, and maybe they'll be good at one kind of Scorpion. But are you good at all 3?
Yeah.
You know, I really like that. I like the idea of mastering a character and making it my own.
That is a good point, because I mean, sometimes you are just drawn to a character, right? And then like that character is just not good in certain situations. Having 3 different types, now you can.
Exactly. A lot of that. Some of them are defensive, some of them are offensive, some of them are balanced. I haven't really had enough play time to really know how it works, but I enjoy it a lot.
Awesome. So I know you're a friendly guy. You make a lot of friends very easily. Have you made any friends so far at this old Evo convention?
Yes, I have actually. I've made it, all of them through Mortal Kombat actually. I was sad because I spent a lot of time watching. I made this one friend for the first day. His name was, I don't want to butcher it because I know he'll be watching. I think it was TD Kato or TS Kato, something like that. He entered a money pool, and he won it. He won it when I was watching, and it was really cool to watch. And I liked his stuff. And we talked and we exchanged. I was his first fan.
Oh, wait, wasn't this the individual who he like won his pool or something like that?
Yes, he did. He won his pool. I don't know how much money he got from it, but he beat everybody.
Money is money, I mean.
Mm-hmm. He was from San Diego. That's all I didn't get his real name, but he told me his tag or whatever.
SD. So is it SD?
SD or TS Kato.
It might have been SD because San Diego.
San Diego. Yes, you're right. It was SD.
All
SD
right.
Kato. SD Kato.
All right.
I know you're watching.
So speaking of, I'll come back to your friends, but now that you have me talking, so speaking of winning money, I mean, I heard you had a little stint at the casino. How'd that go?
I told myself I'd just do a limited amount of money, just to say, like, all right, I did it. I put in $50 towards gambling, right. and I wanted to do something familiar, so I started with blackjack, and it was okay. I mean, I had spurts of, I went down and I went up, and there was one point where I had more than what I put in, which was really nice. But at the time, I hadn't realized that you could opt out of gambling whenever you want. I thought I had like blackjack specific chips that I had to get rid of. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to keep going. So so I'm gonna. So I played until I didn't have any.
Okay. Like, were you just waiting for the like? Oh, you can exit card. Okay, I'm gone.
Right. I don't know what was going. It was all very fast. I don't know.
And you don't want to let anybody know what's going on.
There is that thought. Yes, that is a thought in my mind. Yes, I'm like, no, I gotta keep a straight face.
Can I go now? Can I take my money?
So I played until I didn't, and then once I lost all that, I wanted to play. When we first walked into Evo, I saw this Batman and Robin 1950s version slot machine, and
you have a penchant for 1950s or 1960s Batman and Robin.
I do.
Wait, was it Adam West theme?
Adam West theme.
Oh man, you're gonna have to show me that later.
Mm-hmm. And so I promised myself I would play that too. And I did, and I put in $1, and it served to be my only winnings for the evening. I got 8 whole cents.
And is that 8 cents on top of the dollar?
Nope, just 8 cents of the dollar that I put in.
Could you consider that a winning then?
I would say I saved the ticket. I didn't even cash it because it would have been interesting to like go to the guy and say, "Hey, I'd like my winnings, please," and then get 8 cents out of it.
The paper might have been worth more than the 8 cents.
You're probably right. So I wanted to keep it and just to say like, "Hey, I won something, or at least I got something to give to the gambling people."
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's a win because of the story that I can now tell.
I suppose so.
That's how I feel about it.
I mean, and you've been wandering around Vegas a lot. I mean, you've seen. What do you think so far? I mean, I know you're getting handed like call girl sheets like left, right, and center, and you're like, no, thank you. Well, actually, I don't know. Are you?
I take them. I I don't know. I mean, they're interesting. It's really. I mean, in New York, they hand out charities like "Please give, please donate," but I'm getting like prostitutes in Las Vegas.
It's a donation of sorts.
I suppose. But it's really interesting. I don't know. I've yet to tell if they're like is it just phone sex? Is it just I don't know. Are these just strippers? I can't tell from the cards, but I doubt anything will come to fruition. It's interesting though. It's a different way of life here. A lot of things are very sexed up.
That is true. You know, I was discussing before. I mean, I was wondering like how many people we see walking, all these beautiful people. How many of them are actually escorts?
Yeah. Right. The escorts are just to make you look good, so you can actually date other people.
It's a weird strategy. And I mean, otherwise, let's get back to the. Well, we have some time. Let's get back. I mean, you've made a couple of friends at Evo, I'd imagine.
Yes. Besides Kato, another boy. I walked past the Mortal Kombat section, and I saw a kid in the training section of the game, and I'm like, oh, this might be my opportunity to actually play and not die. And I'm like, hey, are you learning? I am too. And we decided to play together a little bit, and we played a bit while what they allowed us to play, because then the actual tournament was going to be getting in the money one. And after that,
was he in that one?
He was not. No, he was new like I was. He was even newer than I. Well, yeah, they needed the space.
Oh, okay.
They needed the space, and I said, so we made friends. He's a younger guy. I don't know how old, but fairly young.
It's good to see like young kids coming out, you know, and they have a good experience when like people like you kind of take them under their wing.
Yeah. We decided to play Melee because that's what he actually entered some tournaments today. He got 4th in his bracket for Smash 4, which is pretty cool. It's awesome. I would be proud of that. And we went to play Melee, and we found a spot, and it was okay. The people themselves were I don't know how welcoming they were, and there was some confusion about rules, as my friend Lipnick was saying earlier. There was some confusion about that, and I got some death stares. Like boo-hoo, I'm entering into this thing, and I don't know. I could care less. But it took a while for the guy to open up and forgive my trap.
All right, so it seems like you had a kind of like perhaps at least a temporarily negative experience with like some of the more, I guess, intense players.
Yes.
Can you comment on that? Like, how does that like? Do you think it's representative of the entirety of this function?
No, I mean, in contrast to the guy that I was with later, I played Smash 4 with some other guys, and they were very welcoming. It is very individual based. A lot of gamers in general, probably the stereotypical gamer, especially one that might be the intense ones, especially they're antisocial. They're not very good with social cues and things like that. So you might get some frigidity, but I don't know. I'm not gonna. I forgive him.
That's good. Good to hear. You're forgiven. I mean, would you here? Say it to him.
My friend, that terribleness that killed us all. I forgive you.
It takes a lot. It takes a lot to say that. Here, let's have a drink. Take a drink of your tea. What'd you get?
Coke Zero?
I got water again, man.
Oh, thank you guys. Is this the end?
I mean, well,
do I have to leave? Okay.
We're approaching the end,
All
but
right,
I mean,
whatever you want from me.
You'll be back.
I'll be here. I'm here till Monday.
Awesome. Me too. Well, anyways, I mean, we could talk till we're blue in the face, but we gotta wrap this up though. So, anything final words you'd like to say to your fans?
Well, I think they can. I'm sorry. Oh yes, that was instinct. I'm sorry. Thank you for being fans. First of all, I seldom remember that I have them. So I think it's awesome that you follow me on Twitter and Instagram and all that stuff. If I ever do enter Evo, I will let you all know, and maybe you can watch me stream. I think everyone's having a good time, and I think Evo is a great place. Thank you guys. Good night, Evo.
All right. Well, he said it here. Thank you all for joining us, and we bid you good night, Evo. Yeah.